TRS will be on soon. TRS will be on soon. We're TRS and we'll be on soon. Yeah, welcome to our podcast. We always cool. Yeah, welcome to our podcast. TRS will be on soon. Yeah, welcome to our podcast. TRS will be on soon. Yeah, welcome to our podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to TRS Podcast. We are I don't know, we're just bringing our PlayStation conversation into a podcast now because I believe they're too funny to not record. So if you guys are here, you guys are from my TikTok or from something else. So introducing myself, obviously you guys know me as Bammy. So then we got my other co-host go ahead.
Hello, I'm Cloud. It's nice to meet y'all. And right after me comes our other co-host.
It's your boy Mad here. I'm kind of new to all this. I hope y'all take it easy on me in the comments. If we do have to do comments, that's all I gotta say.
Yo, my name is Palomo. I'm the last co-host.
From I don't really know what to start from here, to be honest. We kind of like all collectively try to bunch up a bunch of ideas, and I feel like our first route that we should take is, I guess, exploring who we are in a way. And starting with Mad, me and Mad met each other in middle school, and at first me and Mad didn't like each other, but it was because I don't really know. I guess Matt could explain it.
It was just like a vibe check. Like we just didn't vibe off it in the beginning.
I was short back then. Before I was like what 5'7". I don't even know how tall was I.
You were short. You were like 4 something, bro.
Like I know I was really short, and like we didn't like hate each other. We more of like I don't even I remember the day exactly we met each other. It was more of like we looked at each other and he was tall and I didn't like the fact that like he looked at me like real wrong, and we sat, and the funny part was they made us sit next to each other. So then I believe like we were writing something and we ended up laughing because of what was it, Matt?
It was something really stupid.
It was something really stupid. I don't really remember, but that's where I kind of like our friendship just kind of clicked from there. And then from there, I knew our friendship was solidified the day he almost tried to like, murk me. And that's saying something, okay? Like and you would think, why would he try to hurt you, and why would you still be friends with him? It's over a chip bag. Now, he was very, very, he loved chips more than I could say his life, to be honest. And what specific chips?
Back in the day, like 2000, like what was it, like 13,
13, 14.
Cheetos were everything to a kid, and I was just one of those kids, and that's just my main thing to snack on. And you just grabbing the back, like it threw me in a rage mode, bro. No lie.
Don't let it fool you, okay?
What I'm hearing is he pulled the Choji.
yes, bro. If
Exactly
Choji was slim and skinny and fast for no reason, bro, it'll be terrifying. Like the setting is right. Every day he would that day he didn't get lunch, but he had some type of lunch.
I didn't have money for lunch. So I couldn't get anything. And I just had chips on because I had one bag from the day before, and I got a new one. So I only had like 2 bags of chips, and I ate the one at lunch. And when we're about to leave to go to our classrooms, I'm sitting there, eating my other second bag of chips, head into my class. And this man wants to go up behind me, snatch my bag of chips from
Lies.
my hand.
You hear him? Lies. No,
It's not
Cap,
lies.
stop lying. Stop lying.
I'm
Look,
not lying.
you
That's
see
exactly
how
what he
you see
did.
how he's manipulating the story? No,
I'm not
fuck that.
manipulating the
This
story.
is no. This is exactly what happened. No, you had the bag. You ate the one bag. Yes. But you left out a key detail, a main key detail. You had that second one, right? You were eating that second one.
Yeah.
You were gonna get a third one from our teacher.
No, I said I wanted to get a third one, but I didn't have any money for it.
No, the third one that you got from the teacher.
No, that was my second one.
No, it wasn't.
Because I had, bro, what are you gonna tell me? I had one from the last time, and I got another one today. So I only had two in my bag.
Sir.
You're
I
confused.
can remember
I never had a
when
third
I
one.
can remember when you strangled me for a bag of hot Cheetos. That is the whole summit, okay? And no matter what the segment was, I grabbed and I ran, okay? Because I knew the minute if I grabbed your chips, it was over. So in my eyes, I grab a bag of chips. He's not gonna be that bad, all right? He's probably gonna be like, "Yo, just come back," and he's just gonna be calling my name because he's right next to the teacher in class, right? He's not gonna realistically chase me down, right? Wrong. I'm running. I'm halfway down the hallway. I turn back, bro. If you like I said, if Choji was slim and can run, imagine a 6 foot black. I don't even want to be a stereotype, but just imagine a 6 foot black dude running after you in a hallway with all his might. And then, bro, what the scariest thing was, I saw his hand latch onto my shoulder, and all I feel is, bro, I go down. The minute I go down, all I feel is his big ass arm wrap around my neck and commits strangling, bro. Everyone in the hallway was like, "What is going on?" I'm getting choked. Lemire just like, "Give me my chips, give me my chips, bro." And everyone thought we was fighting, bro. Everyone tried to break us up. The minute they broke us up, the teacher asked, "What was the commotion?" The teachers.
I just asked. I just blatantly looked up to him like he stole my bag of chips. In a calm demeanor.
They looked at
Continued
Matt.
to eat my bag of chips.
They looked at Mad like he was crazy. They looked at us realistically because when he, in everyone else's eyes, it looked like I was running away from him. So, and they looked like I was terrified from him. In reality, in our point, it was just I was running away from that because I wanted some. I didn't even want the whole bag. I just wanted some. And he made it like seem like I was gonna like steal it away from him. And like I said, he was very, very in love with his chips, like Choji. So, in a way, it was more of like a misunderstanding for the teachers because they realistically thought he was trying to murder me. But I got upset and I will never let it go to this day because it's just like you almost killed me for a bag of chips. Like talking about it, like you really almost killed me for a bag of chips. You know that,
Sometimes
right?
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
No, that's not what you. No.
I don't blame him. I would have done the same exact thing. You take my bag of chips, you going down on the floor.
Oh,
and plus, you already knew I was starving because I think we had gym before lunch, so I was
yeah,
I was mad hungry. Like you taking that bag of chips set a fire in my soul, yo.
But no, I will never forget the sight of him clenching onto my shoulder because it was just more of like it'll like remember what I'm saying that remember why I'm saying him clenching
it's like that
onto
scene
my
from
shoulder.
it's like that scene from an anime where like the protagonist is looking ahead and he feels that dark presence and just my hand onto your shoulders. That's
like,
me right now.
And like I just see that exactly that with your hand coming in slow motion, and he looking at your hand in slow motion.
That is exactly how it went down.
All right, so that was our story, to be honest. But I think me and Anthony's more of Anthony's freaking Clouds. I think Clouds. I think me and Cloud's story is more like a sad story, but I feel like our story is more of a cool story in a way. So me and Cloud met each other in school as well, but this was in high school. and me and Mad went
I
to the
don't
same
remember
high school
any
as
of
well.
this.
Listen, yeah. What's up? How do you? All right. Please tell me in the comments. How do you really forget if you went to the same school with a person, right? You had conversations with the person. You literally went to even breakfast with the person, and they don't remember you as slightest.
I will say we had over 400 kids in our class, so like give or take got good amount of people you met.
But this guy, he explains how he met me and how he knew me, and I'm like, dang, that's me. That was exactly me. I'm like, yo, this guy was a stalker. But then he says like we talked with each other, and then he said some people that we know, and I'm like, oh, dang, we really did probably hang out. I really don't remember him. Well,
So for real, we kind of like my school memory with us is kind of foggy, but that's what like initially like I remember we always used to hang out, but not really. It was always really quiet. So then from there we ended up going into McDonald's. I ended up going to McDonald's, and like in the middle of I think September, August, I don't even really know. He ended up working there,
I
and I
worked in
saw him
July. I started working
in
in
July.
July.
See,
Yeah.
remember good shit. So I believe like he was struggling on a sandwich or something. I don't even know what it was.
No. I was okay. I'll tell it because you clearly don't remember. So literally, I was in the fry station where like the whole first week they were making me just put fries in the container for McDonald's. That's all I was doing for the whole first week. This man comes up behind me and he's like, "It gets better, bro."
Yeah,
I look
bro,
at
I'm
him.
trying to
I
be
don't
a
say
good
anything.
spirit.
I don't say anything at him. And in my head, I'm like, "Yo, this douche is talking to me. I don't care. I just want to get my pay and I want to walk out his B. I don't even care. I'll be here all week." And he's like, "It gets better." I see him leaving. I'm like, "Freaking douche, I don't care."
When he told me this shit, I was like, bro, I was trying to give you some good spirit. You're the one that's looking depressed while doing shit. I'm just like, bro, I'm at like, you gotta realistically think I've been there for like a good like a year. Bro, he gets there, he looks sad. He ain't talking to nobody, bro. Like I said, he was really quiet. So even like a girl that like everyone talks to, even was like, didn't he talk to me? Like, it's
Oh, no,
confusing. He
like
was
it was
quiet.
the whole reason I started talking was because she came over and she was like, "Hello, you look lonely." And I was like in the middle of eating, and she walks over, like, "I'm gonna get you friends. We're gonna talk. Or I'm gonna have you start talking." And I was like, okay. The only reason I was like that because I was shy. I didn't like talking to anybody. Just wanted to do my job and get out. And then after she started talking to me, and I started getting to know everyone. I started talking with everybody, and they were like, "Oh wow, you talk a lot. You love to talk." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah." That's why I don't like talking at first because if you start me, I'm not gonna stop.
But I think the specific day me and Anthony really got close was when I think we obviously had time together and work and we have these conversations, but our main thing was when I believe we started smoking together. And after work we would always smoke together. And then there was this one time we were with our other coworker, Tyler, and me and me and Cloud just we knew where we lived different areas. He lived close to the job, and I lived like at least like 20 minutes. I don't even know, bro. It was so long, but it was so cold. That's all I remember. It was like at least 20, 30 minutes down the block, bro. I don't know if it was like, if it was the cop that came first or if it was us leaving work, because I remember specifically when we were getting, it was late when we were leaving and we wanted to go smoke, and we were waiting on our friend Tyler, and when we left we noticed a car parked in I think, what was it, Cloud, wasn't it AutoZone or something? It I think it was a cop car. Yeah, it was a cop car parked in AutoZone, and we wanted to smoke still. So we ended up kind of like walking, and they left. So when they left, we kind of needed to like walk the direction they left in, because that's the way that we needed to smoke in, because I'm going left and Cloud's going right, and then Tyler's going the way the cop went. So we all started smoking, and the blunt turned off. So we all decided to huddle in this corner to turn it
No,
off like
no, no. We
cavemen.
huddled by like it was like it was like this fence where they like usually put a trash can, but there was no trash can there, and we all huddled up there together, and we all
Like
tried lighting
cavemen.
it.
Like
Everyone
cave.
tried until Tyler got it, and he finally did it. And then we were like, we need to move from here because if a cop comes, he's either gonna think we're three homeless men trying to cuddle for warmth, or we're crackheads. Either one, it doesn't look good.
Yeah. Three grown men in a corner. That did not look well in general. So then while we were walking, we saw that the cop came back and doubled back when it saw us. And we were like, yep, gotta turn it off. We stopped at it and we kind of got it like scared. And the cop like drove by us real slow the last time. And then it turned on the lights and went down the street. We were like, okay, we turned it on. And then from there, that was kind of like the most funniest thing that ever happened to us because it was just a weird
That's the
coincidence
second
that,
funniest thing.
yeah. So there to be honest, from there, like 2019 hit and it was really a bad year for me. And that's when I kind of got kicked. I got kicked out my birth giver's house. I don't like calling her my mom because she's not whatever. We're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, I got kicked out her house and I had nowhere to stay. So Anthony ended up giving me a place to stay, and then from there we kind of like
No, you should tell. He woke me up in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah, yeah. So it was literally on New Year's Day when she kicked me out, which is messed up. And I texted him in like literally New Year's, and I'm like, yo, bro, like,
Yes, you texted me, and then you were like, "Yo, I need to talk to you." And then you call me, and you were like, "I got kicked out. You think I could stay at your place?" And then you're like, "I'm gonna call you right back." You don't call me for like a whole 30 minutes, and I'm over here like, this dude just dropped me. Like he just told me he got kicked out, and then dropped me. Like he might be gone right now. He might have got kidnapped on the walk. And then he called me. He's like, "Yo, I'm at McDonald's. You think I could stay at your place or something?" And then that's where it all started. After that, and I'm over here like, "Yo, this man really called me and then dropped me." And that's it. Just saying he got kicked out and then left.
it was because I had no Wi-Fi. That was when I haven't had my phone paid for. But like me and him staying, we ended up like having this bond. And what realistically, I think the most funniest thing that happened in between us, I can say to date, is when I ended up having a bruised rib with him and him not waking up. So that was when I like I said, the whole with mad strangling for hot Cheetos. This just takes the cake, to be honest. No, I don't really know. I think how I met Palomo, I think I let him take the prize gold medal because I think his was more very interesting, and we're gonna get to that. But with Cloud, it was more of like it was one day I woke up and we had this bunk bed, and I didn't like the steps of his bunk bed because it felt more dangerous going down them than anything. Like I felt like if I jumped down, it was more safe because those stairs did not the stairs. The ladders felt like they were just gonna drop me at one point. So one day, I didn't want to like step on the floor because they had this. He had what was it? Cloud, help me out. What was it? It was a shelf. It was a shelf, and I could a dresser shelf, whatever. What do you call?
No,
What is a? What do you? All
dresser.
right, no. We're gonna argue about this. What do y'all call a? What is it? What do y'all call your things when you
What do
put
you
clothes
mean?
in it? When you put your, what do y'all call when you put your things in your clothes? Like
Called the
anything. Like,
dresser. Called the
yes.
dresser.
Wait, you
That's
talking
the
about
name
like
they call it.
Well,
Like
you
a
sound like
big,
you're talking about a dresser.
yeah, like it's a big dresser.
there's
Has like
dressers.
6 drawers on each side.
There's dressers, cabinets, shelves.
Who the
No,
hell calls it
cabinets
a
are hung
cabinet?
up. Yeah, cabinets
You
hung
don't
up.
you don't call it a
If I'm
A
talking
cabinet.
shelf
about a
is hung
cabinet, I'm talking
up.
about stuff for like my plates or like
Yeah,
my
exactly. Or like
spices.
or it's something that's hung up. It's a hung up like cabinet. A cabinet is usually a hung up like shelf kind of.
No, but you could say,
Shoot,
oh,
you
put
ain't
it in the shelf.
Scotsman. Calm down.
Listen, all right, we got so off topic. Look, Palomo, and matter
Yes,
of
we
fact,
did.
no, answer that. Palomo, answer that. You staying all
What?
quiet, answer that.
What?
What do you call a dress? Like, what do you like when you put clothes
Call
in
something you
your
put clothes
stuff?
into. That's in your
What do
bedroom.
you call? What do you call what?
Something you
There's
put your
stuff-
clothes into.
Yeah, something you put your clothes into. Like anything, socks,
Inside your room. That you have
shirts.
inside your room.
I would call it a bucket or a hamper.
No. So it has
Almost like a basket.
a drawer, and it's usually
Nice.
inside your room, and it's big. It's not a
A
basket because
dresser.
it is not exactly. Wow,
What do you call it?
exactly
A
called
dresser.
called it a dresser.
Nah, bro. I call it a dresser shelf. See, no, look, I shouldn't have even asked. All right, going
You're
back
the only
to
one who's
topic.
calling it a
Going back to topic. I stepped on a whatever y'all want to call it.
He stepped
So
on
it
a
was-
dresser
it
and
was
he
a-
misplaced his step and he fell on the floor, broke his rib,
See-
and I was passed out. And then he
No.
was screaming for help, and nobody heard him. And then I woke up in the morning and him saying, I've been on this floor waiting for you to wake up. I think I broke my rib. It's literally how it happened.
See, you kind of like just jumped on the board, just ran with it. That's not how it happened. That's how it happened in your eyes, sir. But
That's
really,
exactly how it happened.
no, that's how it happened in your eyes. You woke up and that's all you heard from me because I was, oh, bro. So I got off because, like I said, I didn't want to get off the freaking ladder because it hurt. So I got on the shelf, but this time I had socks.
Yes,
So
sir, but yeah.
I didn't expect to fall off the dresser. I slipped. I got my one foot on, but then when I went to take off my other foot off the bed, I kind of like lost my balance and I just ended up eating shit on the floor, bro. Like I never hit the floor so hard. I winded myself. Like that's the actual first time I got winded so bad, and all I felt was just like, I don't know, just my ribs. I couldn't breathe. All I know is just I couldn't breathe for a couple of seconds, and I was just done for. And I was just on the
You
floor.
woke up against the dresser and then hit the floor.
I asked like, "Yo, Cloud, like, can you wake up?" He slumped, and I'm amazed how no one in the house actually woke up because that's like I said, I fell from the top bunk, and I'm pretty sure someone at least had to heard it, but Cloud just decided to sleep. I'm over here like, "Yo, Cloud, just slump." I was just so upset. So then he wakes up like at least not like an hour, at least a good 20 minutes later because
I
I'm
think
over
like
here on
30
the
or so
floor.
minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
You were on
Uh-huh.
the floor for a minute because when I woke up, you're like, wow. So if I died here, nobody would really care.
I was like, yeah, I would have been. I was like, yeah. When I first, I was like, yeah, I would have. If I would have died here, no one would have really cared. And if I would have came back as a ghost, haunted. I swear to God, haunted all of you. I would not let y'all sleep for a day. You,
What did I do? It's not my fault. You slipped and killed
bro,
yourself.
No, bro, I don't care, bro. Because look, at least
You
like,
ain't even know me at this point.
I would in the future. I would all of y'all. I don't care. In the future, even if I didn't know you, Palomo, you clip too. Because
It's gonna curse on everybody.
I feel like you're just taking out on us for you being a dumbass.
Because no, like realistically, who does not hear someone falling off the top?
Realistically, who doesn't use the fucking bars?
Because they're dangerous.
No, realistically, he had trust issues and he couldn't trust the bars because they were sturdy and he doesn't like something that's sturdy.
No, why would I not trust something that's sturdy?
Bro, it's better than you almost. No, I'm not gonna get into this. No, just no.
No, don't lie. Our whole conversation has just been about this. I think we should move on to how you and Josh are so
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't even get his intro. You just kept going on about how you almost killed yourself.
Okay. So with Palomo, it was in the same year, 2019. It was, I believe, what, September, right?
Yeah, around
No,
there.
I think it was 2018. No,
No, 19. It was 19. It was 19. Yeah.
You're right.
19.
Yep,
So
you're right.
yeah, funny thing is with Palomo, Cloud was with me in York. That's where I'm currently stationed at right now. Pennsylvania. If you guys are here, put it in the comments. But
Go find his house and
yeah,
get,
yeah,
destroy
don't
it.
find my house. Yeah,
Imagine
don't
someone is
find
showing
my
up
house.
at your house now.
I could leak all your
I'll drop
addresses.
the
Do
Addy.
not play.
I'll drop
Do not
the
play
Addy
with
for
me.
him.
All of us live in PA.
Yo, shut up! Stop
Yeah,
slaying our
yeah.
information.
I would start saying governments out here. Don't even start playing with me. All right.
I hate him.
So
Well,
it
we
was
already
in-
said everyone's government, no lie. Everyone's government got exposed.
everyone's government.
Yeah, at least the first half. I think we're just No, like, we can't even edit it. We're just gonna keep it. Everyone knows our nickname and our first real name. At the end of the day.
Oh my gosh, we're doing so horrible. But look, it's our first podcast, just run with it. But with Palomo, I met him during working at another McDonald's because I had the transfer from the one in Harrisburg to York, and we the first time we worked together, but I didn't really know who Palomo was until I went over to Wendy's a lot, and I knew that his girlfriend worked there, but I didn't know who was his girlfriend. But at the time, me and his girlfriend were really close, not in a weird way, but she used to give me a bunch of nuggets, and then I would used to give her food from there. So then the time that I'm bringing nuggets for her so I could get my nuggets and switch, he's going there over as well. And, you know, he has his car, his cool car. Hold on, what car did you have?
It was Audi.
Yeah, he had his Audi. What year was it, though?
Oh, that one, 2003.
See, now, and we're going to get to the part where we named the car and stuff. But
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say.
yeah, from there it was just his cool car. He just had that cool car. Everyone knew him from a cool car. He had Toro and then all this other shit. He was just a cool dude. He was just buff. Everyone liked Paloma. All right, he was that cool dude in McDonald's. Everyone loved him. So
You're like,
Paloma,
yes, me.
oh Paloma, yeah, Paloma,
yeah.
so cool. Oh my god, oh my gosh, but.
Wait. Nobody really knows, but Josh is like a big dude. Even though when he was young,
Yes,
he's
bro,
a big dude. Like, when you
massive.
first see him, if you see this dude and you're in a dark alley, he has a kind
Terrified.
face. But if you don't see his face, you would be terrified of this man. Just in a dark alley, if he had a mask, you'll be like, "Oh my goodness, this is the Hulk." Like the first impression you'll have.
Bro, you could look like he'll look menacing, but as soon as he'll start talking, be like, oh. Like, okay, he sounds friendly.
Not even. If you see he's basically like a giant teddy bear. Like, you see his face, he's so nice, he's so kind, but like his build just makes you terrified. You're like, I don't know, that man looks like he's gonna crush you.
I hate him.
So from there, like I said, he drives in his car into Wendy's. So I guess I put two and two together when I see them talking. I'm like, oh, that's his girlfriend. So then I end up giving her nuggets, and she's like, oh, yeah, this is my nugget boy. I'm like, oh, this is your boyfriend? She's like, you didn't know? I was like, no. I was like, I kind of knew, but not really knew. And he was like, really? He was like, I was like, yeah. He's like, you're stupid. I was like, okay. So then from there, she goes and pulls Paloma to the corner. And then I overhear that, you know, she's Mr. Monte. Bro, he goes ballistic. I saw his face go down. And then, you know, me being helpful, I'm like, hey, you know, there's pregnancy tests at Dollar Tree. And he's like, oh, okay, I didn't know that. And she's like, yeah, can you go buy me one? And he's like, yeah, of course. So then I'm like, all right, I got my nuggets. I'm about to go. Like I said, remember when I said that Mad gripped my shoulder like he was about to throw me across a different universe? Imagine a 6'3" muscular man grabbing your shoulder and saying, where you going? Bro, my heart dropped.
It wasn't even like that.
Bro, no, he's lying. Bro, he says that I just grabbed your shoulder nicely. Cap, bro. The minute he grabbed my shoulder, it felt like he almost broke it nearly. So I was like, yeah.
Wow. Okay, real exaggeration.
Bro, not real exaggeration, bro. You're tough. I was skinny, all right? I'm not skinny now, but I was skinny, all right? Look, he gripped onto my shoulder and asked, where am I going? I'm like, going back to work because we're on break. He's like, no, you're going to come with me to Dollar Tree. You're going to fund the birth control for me. I'm like, oh. So, bro.
Pregnancy test, not birth control.
Birth control. Oh, did I say birth control? Did I really say birth control?
Yes, you did.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh. Yeah. Yes, your pregnancy test. So, well, it needed to be birth control. We're not going to get on that subject. But we're not going to get on that subject. But yes, he was like, you're going to come with me to get this pregnancy test. And I really had it was really, he kind of like, you can't tell him no because it was like I was getting dragged already when it was like as soon as he grabbed my shoulder, it was already him turning me, going through the door, him pushing me into his car. It was a kidnapping. I don't want to hear.
It
Bro, he
wasn't. Oh
kidnapped me.
my
It was
goodness!
a kidnapping, bro. He kidnapped me the first time we actually started talking, bro. He kidnapped me. And then from there, like you go, imagine meeting, like actually going in a person's car, like I said, getting kidnapped at this point because you're going against your will. It's not like you it's not
I
like
didn't put it to your head and say get in the car.
you did it, but your muscles did, all right?
That's not my problem. I by law, I never did.
Well, never. Oh, okay, like I said, regardless, kidnapped. That's kidnapped or teen-napped. I don't want to hear teen-napped. You teen-napped me or nigga cat. You nigga napped me. I don't know. So from there, he goes, all right, put your seatbelt. I'm like, why? Bro, he has a big ass speaker next to me. I'm like, all right, he's real Dominican. He has a Dominican flag right there. Bro,
That was
puts on the music. What are you talking about? Oh no, wait.
That was the 2010.
That was
Yeah.
dude. That was freak. See, look. He had all right. He had I don't know what was it. What was it? No, you had car parts in your back, wasn't it?
In that one, not yet, because when we first got in the venture car, she was just normal for at least at that time for at that moment.
Oh yeah, because that's when we went to drag races and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then, yeah, I always remember that. Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's the whole. Wait, hold on. I was thinking of something else. So he had his Dominican flag in the front, and so then he had his brother James, and I promise you guys that when you first meet a person and you go in the car, what are you expecting them to do?
Drive.
Drive me to the place I want to go.
Exactly.
Like, what did you think was gonna? Because clearly,
What
everyone here
speed are you thinking of going? Listen, what speed
Speed
are you
limit?
thinking are you gonna get there?
the speed limit,
The
maybe
speed
a
of
little
light.
faster than
Of
speed limit.
course.
I'm
The speed
thinking
of light.
Beat is me in the driver's seat.
So, no. Palomo decided to go 180 down this road. I'm talking about skipping lights to get down to this
you're Kevin. I didn't skip
bro.
no light.
You wanna lie? You wanna lie?
I didn't
You wanna
skip no
lie?
light.
You wanna not get a ticket on you? What you trying to stay away from the cops? No one's gonna listen to the cops. Aren't gonna listen to this. You're fine. You was skipping lights, all right. He was going a $180 down this road, bro. I'm talking about boom, boom, dashing. And imagine you being in a back seat, not knowing if you're gonna crash or not, bro. We get there in about 2 minutes. I'm over here like, how do we make it alive? And then what makes me even more mad, I thought I was just gonna go with them, bro. He turns back, looks at me, turns back and looks at me. He puts like his arm like against his driver's seat. He's like, "You're gonna go buy this for me? Here's the money." Gives me the money. I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, can you please? Because I don't really know. I don't want to. I don't like. I'm, bro, just please." I'm like, "Okay." So then I go in with his brother, and then, bro, freaking. There's like a line in there, bro. So I had to. It's embarrassing because I had to ask the cashier for the pregnancy test, and she looked at me. She's like, "Oh, you're having the kid?" I was like, "No, it's not for me." She's like, "Oh, okay." So
Nah,
then she just,
whole time we all still went in. You just bought it. Don't forget about the lady that when you was holding it. James held it at one point and he said, the lady looked at him in line. She was like, "Are you sure you want to go down that road?"
"Oh yeah, yeah." Bro, the lady knew what was up, and James was like, he got baffled. He was like, "What?"
Asked. He was like, "Oh, this not for me."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh my god, killing me."
So from there, we all got back. No, I think he had to like grab the car because he parked it. So he went to go grab the car, and then he drove super fast just to even pick us up. So over exaggerating too. So then we go another driving down Fast and Furious down this lane. We get to work. not words. We get to the Wendy's, and then he gives it to his girl, and he's like, "Take it." She's like, "I can't take it now. I gotta take it in the morning with orange juice." He's like, "Okay, you better take that." He's like, "I'm sorry for yelling at you, but oh my god, you got to be nervous." And from there, I'm like, I'm about to walk back again, bro. I get kidnapped again. He's like, "Why don't you just get in the car? It's faster." I'm like, "I think it's faster." He's like, "No, just get in." So then I get kidnapped again and go in the car, and then from there we just become friends. And then what really made us
Did he really
brothers?
say it was faster when you guys were literally across the street from Wendy's? Like you guys could
Yes,
have crossed the
yes,
street. Like
that's what I'm saying. Now, yeah, Cloud work. The thing is,
I
Cloud
worked
worked.
I
Yeah,
worked there.
Cloud
And
worked
no
at the
lie, every
Wendy's.
time I saw Josh walk in to go pick up his girl, his ex, no lie, I found it crazy. Cause I'm like, damn, cause she was short, she was small, and I was like, damn, that man is. I never
Yeah,
thought.
that
Once I
man is
found out his real age,
destroying.
like a year or so later, I found out freaking Josh's real age, Paloma's real age, and I was like, no, are you serious? This man,
Bro, yeah, Josh, yo, like I said, 6'3". Josh was like 17, bro. Ew, I'm over here thinking he's 30 years old, not even 30, 25, 21. I'm over here thinking he's older than me.
I thought he was around our age, like because at that time we were like 18. I thought he was like 18, maybe 19, around our age, and then I found out he's the youngest of our group, and I'm like, what? Are you serious?
From there, I think what was it? I think what really made me and Josh brothers was when I almost died, and I think everyone in the group really knows, right?
Mm,
I'm pretty sure, right? Mad? Guys, hello.
I said, yeah.
What? Yeah,
Of course, I know. I was there.
I wasn't listening. My bad.
From when me and you, like, I don't know what day it was specifically, but I do remember when it like happened. It was when we were playing cleared, and from there, I think after we were done, I just felt like I couldn't breathe, and I was on table at McDonald's, and I had to go outside, and I ended up grabbing water. So then I ended up trying to grab some air, and I guess from there, I don't really remember what happened. I can't. That day, that is really fog, but all I can remember is just me not being able to breathe and just shutting down, and then all I can remember is Josh coming out and saying like, "Yo, are you good?" Freaking Josh. Palomo coming out saying, "Yo, are you good?" And I don't like, bro. I just couldn't say anything. He was like, "All right, he's gotta go get the manager." So then he gets the manager, and the manager comes outside, and you guys good? Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, you're talking.
Oh.
We're listening to you talk.
It's just for some reason it just sounded weird. We could cut that out. From there it just
more special than
like it got worse. I just started couldn't breathe, and the manager came out and ended up calling the ambulance.
I was gonna say from that day, what I just remember, you went outside, you complaining that you wasn't breathing right up. You hear me?
Oh. No, yeah, I thought you was continuing.
No. Yeah.
Like I remember me going into like I couldn't breathe, and then you coming out and talking to me, but then from there it was just more like I couldn't remember, and all I can remember is just me going into this ambulance and them saying I had a collapsed lung or something wrong, that something shut down with my lungs, that I couldn't breathe or some shit, and they're like, yeah, if they didn't bring you in, you would have died. And I was like, wow. So I got saved basically by Josh, because if no one noticed, I went outside, because Paloma noticed I went outside, and he felt like something was off because he noticed what was wrong. So then he went out, and then boom, ended up saving me. So from there, we just kind of got close, and then I ended up having kids, and then here we are.
So after that day, I was waiting at the house for you, and it was like 2-3 hours after you're supposed to be at the house, and I was like, "What the frick?" And then you called me like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the hospital. Yeah, my lung collapsed, and yeah, this stuff." And I'm like, "Are you talking about this like it's all natural? You almost died, and I'm over here. We're over here thinking that like you're late or something. What happened?"
Because I didn't really like think about it like, oh, you almost died type of thing until like a couple days after, and then for just a lot more things happen, but we could talk about that more on other shows and stuff. But for that's how we all met each other. There's more we could really talk about if you guys really want to know. But there is a bunch of other topics we've been wanting to talk about. And I believe we can start talking about them now since we got our whole introduction down.
Well, we've basically spent half of our
Yeah,
introduction
half of our time
talking about
talking.
that, and
Our
then now
whole
we're gonna talk
introduction is
about.
just character development.
So, what topic do you guys want to talk about first, to be honest?
You should probably do Josh's since his was the first one that he sent to the group.
Okay. So, Josh, what was your topic?
So my topic was about the train that derailed in Ohio carrying
Yes, I heard about that.
material. Yeah, hazardous material, and it ended up catching on fire and burned up into the air. On top of that, all the animals around was dying from it. Breathing it in is fatal.
Didn't it also go leak into the water?
Yeah, it went
the
into the
fish
water
was
supply.
dying in the water.
Now, from what you're saying, I heard a bunch of conspiracies already online about they're not really talking about it, which is surprising. Like, not a lot of news sources is saying how serious this is because they're burning it to they're trying to burn it so it's not bad in the waters and stuff, but the air
That's even better. The people around are saying that around there, they're saying that they can even smell the chlorine from the water when they go outside.
Yeah, from the thing you
dogs
sent.
is literally just dropping dead from breathing heavy because of it. What you was gonna say, Anthony? I mean, Cloud.
Oh, I was saying that when you sent that video, it showed that like news reporters and stuff were talking about it and they were getting arrested. Well, one news reporter got arrested because he was talking about it.
Yeah, because he told the truth and everything.
There was a video on TikTok about these people recording the clouds in Ohio, and the clouds are dark. They're not like normal clouds. They're like dark because of they're burning it. The chemicals are going into the air, and I guess it's killing birds as well. And then obviously,
go ahead.
And then obviously, like you said, that the chlorine's in the air and stuff, and it's like making the dogs sick. And then I think some people are trying to leave Ohio as well because of that smell. So it's just I heard that. Well, go ahead.
On that they did do evacuation for, I believe it was a mile evacuation from that crash site. And then I forgot what I was gonna say, but yeah, I know they got a evacuation from the crash site, at least a mile away. The black clouds, I also seen a video. I think it's in the video that I sent to the group. The black clouds coming from the train. You can even see like when they was burning up into the sky, they look different compared to other clouds.
Train derailed Friday, 20 of them carrying hazardous materials as flames lit up the sky in northeastern Ohio.
The evacuation order is in place for anyone within a mile radius of the crash site.
These aren't storm clouds. This is the fucking shit! The fucking shit they burn off in East Palestine! This is not fucking storm clouds! Look at it!
Horrible. I got arrested because I was trying to do a live report. That's what people need to know.
Officials are claiming that the air and water are safe. Residents say they can still smell chlorine. They've complained about their eyes watering when they go outside, and one woman says the noxious air killed her.
We have the video of the whole thingy where it's at and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's just keep talking until they come back.
It's like the railroad companies block safety rules up before Ohio derailment, February 8th, 2023. What is? So they're saying it's more of like it's not a storm and all that other stuff. The conspiracy around there, they're just saying it's not a storm. It's just more of like something completely else. But reality, what really derailed the train? How did the train get derailed? I mean, obviously trains get derailed now and then. But like,
Yeah, I was gonna say a couple ways, but yeah, they actually everybody's talking about that, but they didn't even say how the train was derailed.
it looked destroyed for like it got destroyed. But then obviously, like I said, they're burning that shit. So
The train had to be moving then too.
yeah. But to be honest, that just seems a little suspicious to me because I feel like
They
it's
would have
more
should have
like
been cautious with that. Thinking about it,
yeah,
like you think they would have been cautious knowing they were carrying material like that.
Yeah.
not even that. So much on a train by itself. But realistically, I mean, what can they really do? I mean, how are they supposed to move it without? I mean, it could have happened anywhere, but I just find it weird that they're burning it, and it's just like I don't know. I feel like it's just the wrong move. Yeah, wrong
It
move.
could be the only option is to burn it, because it's just like it's like a cleansing fire type of job.
Turns it into hydro. That's when it burns. It turns into hydrochloric acid. It is literally lethal.
Oh yeah, they got acid rain. Yeah, they got acid rain in Ohio. I forgot about that shit. They got acid rain out there. That is crazy. Imagine walking outside. Imagine walking outside and you just freaking. What movie was it that? I think it was Escape Room 2, where it acid.
Oh yeah, they
fall on
placed
them.
rain. They made it rainfall and just acid. And I think I had to use it was like silicone or plastic that didn't eat away.
PVC.
Yeah, PVC didn't eat it right away.
No, I'm old school because I thought if y'all ever seen the first RoboCop,
What?
When-
How have you not seen the first RoboCop?
no, I'm saying if you ever seen the first RoboCop, like the original.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
No, I'm sorry. I think it's like the probably first or third, but it's one where he crashes into a container of hazardous material, and like he comes out and he's like his skin is all melting and everything. That's what I think of walking outside in acid rain.
Well, it's just bad. Acid bad all around.
What would y'all rather die by though? Would y'all rather
Oh
die
my
by like
goodness,
fall
are you
acid
serious?
rain? Would y'all rather die by acid rain or would y'all rather fall into a pool of acid?
I feel
I
like
think-
either one is still gonna be gruesome.
No.
I
no,
think
but
you're suffering in both.
Acid rain will do like a slow death because it's periodically dripping on you. So, but if you dump yourself with acid like in a pool of it, it's more fast acting. Like one's the more one's
still
the
your way
burn.
That's still gonna hurt.
Either way, yeah. It's not. So at the end of the day, the acid isn't gonna instantly work, and you're like instantly gonna turn into bones, and your bones gonna melt. No, it's gonna be a minute.
Yeah,
It's
but
gonna
one
be a
takes longer
minute
than
either way.
One takes
That's
longer.
The
One
rain, yes,
takes longer.
definitely the rain. The rain's definitely gonna take longer, unless depending if it's hard. If it's raining hard, then you never know. That could be
And
as bad as just dipping yourself in it.
No,
And
I
I
feel
got
like
some
no.
meat on me. It's gonna be a minute for me. I'm gonna be for a while.
No, but all right. If like realistically, if you think about the pool of acid, if y'all jumping into it and if y'all like y'all hankered down or something, acid works pretty fast. People think acid isn't that it really burns pretty fast.
I'm not
Acid
saying
is
it doesn't work fast. Like
you gotta
It
feel
does,
it, but I
but
feel
still.
like once you get submerged quickly, you're done.
instantly.
All
Still
that
not
pain,
dying
you gotta-
instantly.
Like it's
But the
just
per-
it's working with. But even
but-
still, like you're taking like a droplet and like simultaneously do it on your.
oh, he lagged.
He did lag horribly.
Brother, you lagged. Well, folks, our commissioner here has disappeared. We don't know. Did he get kidnapped by a different dimension? Mad?
You in dimensions.
Listen, dimensions. We're gonna speak about dimensions soon. Soon, not now, but we have something on the works, and I hope you guys would want to definitely check it out. If you guys are still here, thank you guys for obviously listening to this. But like I said, this is
of us just talking.
This is our first podcast. Obviously, we're gonna be 10 times better, but this is just our first one, and we just thought of bringing our conversation
I'm pretty
here.
sure I
See if you
lagged
guys like it. Yeah,
you did.
boy,
We were
pretty
ready.
pretty sure. We know you lagged out.
Fuck off, bro. I'm saying that I lagged out.
Okay, what were you saying before you?
Oh wait, what was the last thing y'all heard?
I really don't remember.
The acid dripping on you.
Acid.
Okay, like picturing like someone taking like a vial of acid and like dripping on you and shit. That's basically acid rain. It's like it was like periodically over time, like it'll burn more and more. So like someone just holding your hand in a bowl of acid. I feel like that will work a lot faster and you die off a lot sooner because you're like, constantly like more into
constant
contact
feeling
with it. So like I just feel
basically one's a slow death and one's a little faster.
Yeah. So I rather if I'm picking, I rather pick a fast death and suffer through it.
Yeah, fast hurt death, but yeah,
like,
I think
both are gonna hurt. Like your skin's melting away off your bones, so like there's no pain relieving for that.
I don't know, to be honest. If you really high, maybe. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, too hot. I don't know.
I feel like at the end of the day, it's pain. At the end of the day, it's pain. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
at the
pain
end
is
of the
pain,
day.
Yeah. It's like the same thing. Like you'd rather be like burned alive or electrocuted. You know, electrocution is kind of like almost instantaneous if you pull a knife.
You'll be fried. Yeah.
Nah, electrocution
not
looks.
even-
electrocution look like it hurts more. I'd rather be dropped in a
Well, it's
vat
like-
of acid than electrocuted.
It's kind of like frying you. It's basically like frying you, but it's an instant fry.
It's
Like,
not
depending
like
on what you get
it
elect-
is.
It is an instant fry. Like
no, it is
compared to
not.
anything
You
else.
suffer when
Not
you're electrocuted.
instant.
No,
Well,
think about
well,
it. It's gonna happen
depending on
real
what
quick.
type
The
of
electricity
voltage
goes
you get it
like
with.
how like depending on how much voltage you get or how strong it is, it's definitely gonna hit you a lot stronger than anything else. Like,
But I've been tased by stuff and that hurts. I've been tased by.
of
I've
course,
been tased
but
by.
tasers
And being paid and
aren't
being
supposed to
tased
electrocute
by.
you that hard.
No, but
Like, imagine
cop
something harder
tasers. No,
than
cop
that. Like,
tasers. Cop tasers are
they're supposed
are
to
like
paralyze you to a certain degree. So
yes.
that's gonna get you.
I was gonna
But think
say,
about
this
it.
is bad taste to me.
Yeah, but that's different. That's not as strong as police tasers. Those are completely stronger, Paloma.
Though
It's
you
not
can
very
get the
that
same
different.
exact degree,
was a
though. You can get the
police
same
taser.
degree.
That was a no, not baton. That was a police taser, but it wasn't as strong as an actual police taser, Paloma.
I guess.
Those ones knock you out. The police tasers, unless you built like you. I don't know.
Well, his kind of just. Well, I don't want to say tickled.
You hear
Like,
how cocky he is with this shit.
I was gonna say I don't want to say tickled. I was saying like just like I don't know, like a mosquito that won't go away, something like that.
It's a bed bug.
I'm bad bug, yeah.
Nah, chill out. That one's worse.
Yes. No, I think mosquitoes are worse, to be honest.
No, bed bug is definitely-
What?
Nah, bro. What are you on? Mosquitoes are the most annoyingest Nah, bro. Mosquitoes, bro. Imagine being outside, right? It's a good day. You looking fresh. You wearing shorts for the first time. You looking smack.
Bro, imagine
go
getting
outside,
anything to
you
sleep
looking-
the rest of your life and you just wake up with bruises and bumps. You're getting infections. Like bed bugs are far worse.
Yeah, bed bugs are worse. They're 10 times. They're not 10 times, but they are like maybe
I don't know, bro. Mosquitoes to
because
me.
that's like because the mosquito they only get you like you got like one or two, a couple of them on you. Bed bugs, nah, they leave a trail, bro. It's almost as if you can do what do you call it? Connect the dots on your own skin to make out what they were trying to make on your skin, and then it's a constant itch. You can't even put on your clothes on it.
And plus, they constantly breathe, so you're always getting more. So it's not that there's a few. You're getting more and more by the thousands, bro.
Yeah, the
That
longer
is
you're
hard.
there, the more you're gonna get, and it's not like like usually mosquitoes go on like a couple parts of your body. Nah, the bed bugs go on your clothes and everywhere in there. Like you wake up and you're like, dang, I got all this all over me. I thought I was protected. No, you weren't protected.
No, you were protected. But no,
yeah,
bro.
mosquitoes they don't get you on like that. Mosquitoes they only go where like you don't have clothes on you.
Nah, bro.
But and they'll breathe like tremendously.
Nah, bro. Listen, mosquitoes. Look, I would switch your minds. Y'all have good points. But the reason why I say mosquitoes are the worst ones,
I feel like you
because
just haven't got bit by a bad bug before.
no, I have. Who hasn't had
Clearly,
bed
you don't remember.
bugs? Who hasn't had bed bugs?
I haven't. I just read about it a lot.
I was about to say I
I
have.
was at a hotel that had it, and it was not nice.
When I was younger, I had it, and then freaking
Clearly, that was when you were. I recently had it, and that was compared to. I rather had mosquito bites than those.
freaking from there. Like, you gotta think about it. Like, you're outside, you're always trying to have a good time. Imagine you're about to go swimming, and they just hit you in the most inconvenient spot. You gotta think about it. They're inconvenient. Bed bugs, yes, you could kill them, and yes, they could keep coming. But mosquitoes are very inconvenient. What is their purpose?
I feel like at the end of the day, we're just gonna have. If we have comment section, we're gonna have comments about like people disagreeing. Be like, no, this man's
Yes.
an idiot. No,
What
this
is?
man's an
Tell
idiot.
me. Tell me what is a mosquito's purpose?
Suck your blood. And
A female gets your blood. It's only the female.
Yeah, it sucks your blood and spreads viruses. That's like these two main purposes.
Okay, and what does a bed bug do? Just trying to fucking live.
Eat your skin, basically. No lie, they just
But
bite the hell out of you.
it's like it's an invasive species. What are you talking about? Like any invasive species is bad.
Nah, cockroaches versus bed bugs. Which was the worst?
Bro, just leave it in the comments. Leave it in the comments. What's
Yeah.
the worst?
Which one's worse? To be honest. But if we got really off topic, we started talking about acid rain, the cockroaches, and all this.
Yeah. Second topic, I
Um,
think we're going to yours.
Mines.
Yeah, yours and
Okay.
then mine's is gonna be last.
Okay, so what I brought up to talk about is this UFOs that have been getting shoot around, and I want to just hear what you guys want to think about it. To be honest, so do y'all believe it's some type of aliens or something? Like what y'all looking at? Because
I mean, look, I generally don't believe in UFOs.
I realistically think it's the military. It's just us.
Like,
I
I'm
don't
not saying
think it's
the
no
world
alien.
doesn't- like a lot of shit, we're shaking, but like, I don't think UFOs is a part of it.
How about you, other Elbow Cloud?
Oh, is that him?
Lavin?
Oh, there we go.
I was asking y'all what y'all thought of it.
Oh, okay, my fault. I thought he was gonna talk first.
No.
I don't know. From what I've been seeing, I like the first one. If I'm not mistaken, they said the first one was like some sort of balloon, right?
Nah, that was something completely else. That's the balloon that they shot down. And that was China's balloon. Yeah. So speaking about that, China had a weather balloon supposedly, and it just went off course. But supposedly that balloon, that weather balloon was a spy balloon. And
Yeah.
they shot it down. And then out of nowhere, some UFOs started popping out of it, which is weird. So that's why, like, I have videos. I could probably show you guys the videos. There's videos on the chat. I'm gonna send you guys the videos on the chat real quick so you guys can look at that. And then let me know how you guys feel about that.
Footage of the UFO shot down over Alaska.
Rank 1, blast 1.
Could we have shot down an extraterrestrial craft?
President of the United States fighter aircraft assigned to U.S. Northern Command successfully took down a high-altitude airborne object off the northern coast of Alaska at 1:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today within U.S. sovereign airspace over U.S. territorial water. On February 9, North American Aerospace Defense Command detected an object on ground radar and further investigated and identified the object using fighter aircraft. The object was flying at an altitude of 40,000 feet and posed a reasonable threat to the safety of civilian flight. U.S. Northern Command is beginning recovery operations now. U.S. Northern Command's Alaska Command coordinated the operation with assistance from the Alaska Air National Guard, Federal Aviation Administration, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We have no further details about the object at this time, including any description of its capabilities, purpose, or origin. The object was capabilities, purpose, or origin. The object was about the size of a small car, so not similar in size or shape to the high-altitude surveillance balloon that was taken down off the coast.
Okay, so I sent you guys the video of
Now arriving Pittsburgh.
the UFO thing.
Yeah.
So look at the video what I sent on chat right now, and let me know what you guys think about that. It just got shot over in Alaska, and that's the video I was talking about. Now there was three. That was the first one, I believe, but there's two other ones, so there's three in total. But they said in Canada, they shot it over Canada. Canada shot one down, and they're like, it was unmanned, but how do you know it's unmanned and shit if you don't have the pieces and shit? And then there's other videos of like that of people saying that they found the pieces and stuff. They're just not telling us and shit.
I was gonna say that too, but you also gotta think if it's small enough, you're gonna know if it's an unmanned plane.
Yeah, but there's people on the jets, the people that like shot the other ones down. They say that they don't know what they really saw.
Mm. Well, there was one that if I'm not mistaken, it was like the guys that was flying the jets, they was like, that it was messing with their instruments.
Yeah. It was messing with their technology shit. Yeah, that's the exact one I was talking about. It was messing with their technology and shit. They said it was messing with the communications, and they couldn't even get communication back or some shit like that when it was there. I was like, In my mind, I really believe it's just us trying to scare off China to like show them to stop messing with us. We got different stuff, and China knows that, and we're just playing it off like we don't know it. It's not us. It's definitely not us.
Could also be that your crazy uncle grandpa is playing pranks on you.
Who's the Uncle Sam?
Yeah, Uncle Sam.
What? Uncle Sam came back from the dead. Who even is that? Isn't that like our?
That was a person, I believe, that they just were saying was. I think they were just representing somebody for like the military and everything.
America.
Yeah, during the time where they need people in the military, that's what they would use. Uncle Sam. Like, we want you.
Yeah, you are needed. Back then was a horrible sentence, but if you guys watch the video, I think that's really weird. Like I said, I really think it's weird. I don't think it's like. I don't really think it's more of like a conspiracy, but I just think that something is weird going on because we can't just mark that off like not being weird. But in a way, I just don't believe it's actual aliens. I just believe it's us showing our new technology, because you're going to tell me we got phones and stuff, PS5s, and you're going to tell me we can't build a UFO ourselves. Watching all these movies and stuff, bro, you cannot tell me we cannot build a UFO ourselves. Realistically.
At that, you saying somebody can't put something over a drone and just fly it?
A drone? I'm about to say we got drones that could drive themselves. You're telling me we don't know how to? That's what I'm saying. It's stupid how people are thinking it's aliens. Now, if it's alien,
Iron Man suits nowadays.
Yeah.
No. See, that's different. Well, when somebody comes out with a full working Iron Man suit that flies like the movie, take my credit card and my bank account.
Nah, bro, that's when I know. Like, nah, bro.
I think there was a YouTube channel where someone posted and they made like an actual pulse rifle.
Bro, hold on. We're talking about this, bro. We have a particle accelerator in real life in Switzerland. That's called CERN. That's called CERN. And you're telling me that I don't even want to get on the CERN thing, but we can if y'all want to. I know everything about CERN, about the whole particle accelerator, about the July 4th thing. If y'all want to know about that.
I know nothing about that.
Y'all want to know about it?
Go ahead.
No, but we should finish our other topic because we're getting sidetracked.
Oh, yeah, sidetracked. Okay, so, Anthony, what was your topic, bro?
When you don't get nothing from cloud.
I know.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I just came down. You want to head to the bathroom real quick?
See, look, while he's gone,
we
can talk about it. We can talk about it.
I gotta talk about it right now. I just got off the train.
Oh, okay, go.
Okay, so basically, my topic was about how I was watching this TikToker who had a video. who had a video about talking about like this speech that Abe Lincoln gave, and about him in Niagara Falls, and how they basically he exposed it so much that they basically like took off the link when you go on Google, like Google's algorithm took it off, so you couldn't really see it. Like you could still find it, but you have to go to actual like looking for it now. And it was basically talking about how he had a speech about talking about the Indian the Indian mounds or whatever that had like bones in it, and it was talking about like giants, and that how America was built on the bones of the giants and stuff like that. And it involved like it just talked about giants and all that, and like how
We have titans in our walls.
no, not Shiganshina, but basically that's kind of how it was, like how those mounds have the burial grounds of giants, and that it literally starts off the speech him talking about like how Moses and God and all this stuff, and like he comes off biblically, and then goes into giants, and then talks about the.
Do you have like the thingy?
Yeah, let's see if I can send it to you guys real quick.
That's it. That sounds interesting. So what do you say? There was like giant people? Because I know some.
Basically, he's saying that like the biblical giants, like that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the like because he started like the speech talks
before
off
Noah,
about
before the ark and stuff, right?
the Noah's Ark, before Moses, before Abraham. Like he comes off biblically, and then he comes off to saying about the giants, about like how the Indians had these giants and stuff like this, and they called them something. And from there, he went on to talk about how they used to have the mammoths, like they were walking with the mammoths, like all this.
Send the
talking
video.
about
Send the
around.
video. Send the video.
I'm looking for it right now.
It sounds like Ice Age.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Like
Sith in there?
I hate you.
So it's like Lincoln mammoths, mounds, giants, and natives. That's all it was talking about. Like those are the main topics of it.
Okay. I actually believe that there is giants in this world. I do believe that fact. I don't know if you guys do.
I definitely feel like there's a lot of mysteries that we don't know about.
I don't believe that. Like, it's not an impossible claim. It's just also it's like no. I won't say no real hard evidence, but something like that.
Because the pyramids is always something that's very interesting to me.
I don't believe the pyramids were built by like an ancient civilized race that was like super technologically advanced. I was like, yeah, they were pretty smart, but they were like it was shown at least they enslaved like tons of people and had like good management, like what was going where and stuff.
I definitely think that a lot of it is like I said, like a lot of the information that we know is limited because, like, you know, it's been years and years since all this happened. Like, people could have been hid it. We're all separated in different places. Everyone could have hid stuff and kept information. Like the stuff about like Alaska, how supposedly all the nations agreed to not go to a specific part not in Alaska, in Antarctica, and all like there's so many conspiracies, mainly because like the government is hiding it. Not even the government's hiding it because people aren't talking about it, and people are being silenced and not trying to talk about those things.
Alaska is a very good topic we could talk about. But I got the video. I'm about to watch the video right now.
Yeah, I sent it in the chat if everyone wants to look on links. I sent it there so you guys can check it out.
Did it, guys. You did it. Google actually removed the Abraham Lincoln giant quote that referenced to the Library of Congress. They actually removed it. So when you go onto the phone and type in Abraham Lincoln giant quote, it used to bring up a Google search query result. Now it doesn't do that anymore. It's gone. And if you type in Library of Congress Abraham Lincoln giant quote, it won't actually even take you to the Library of Congress specific page where it talks about the race of extinct giants. And my video actually shows up on the first page of Google if you scroll down. It's hilarious. So if you don't think the government's trying to hide information from you, there's flat out evidence. That's been there for years. I've used that and told people to just look on the Library of Congress. And now Google's algorithm won't even show you the results. You actually have to go to the Library of Congress and find the actual papers and check it out. But that's all right. There's another link. So if you guys just Google Abraham Lincoln Niagara Falls, you can find another paper component where it translates the letter. And they're already trying to make it sound like it's not as accurate as it should be. But It's been there for years. It's been there for a very, very long time. But let's talk about it a little bit more, since I was actually in the middle of making a video about further analyzing the quote from Abraham Lincoln. So here's the rest of that video. I'm gonna have to read you the entire quote from the Library of Congress, the full quote, and then we can talk about it. Because a lot of people think that Abraham Lincoln wasn't referring to a race of extinct giants in the Library of Congress papers, or was he referring to bones of mammoths? Let's just discuss that. But still, there is more. It calls up the indefinite part. When Columbus first sought this continent, when Christ suffered on the cross, when Moses led Israel through the Red Sea, nay, even when Adam first came from the hand of his maker, then as now, Niagara was roaring here. The eyes of that species of extinct giants whose bones fill the mounds of America. What mounds again? Was it probably the Indian burial mounds? I'm guessing it's the Indian burial mounds. I mean, it's not like we really find mammoths inside of mounds of dirt. We usually find them in ice blocks or under the ground, or, you know. So, and there is the Native American mound builders that are all over that were building mounds that had, you know, you can look up the history about the mound builders in connection to giants. I mean, it's pretty obvious when you start looking into it.
And in the 1800s, there was a book titled Mississippi as a Province, Territory, and State. And I'm just going to read a little section of it. And these had been perceived by the mound builders. All the Indian traditions dimly show a gigantic race of people, their predecessors who were contemporary with mammoths, and fossilized monstrous reptiles, birds, and quadrupeds that have been frequently unearthed, all which became extinct by the wrath of the Great Spirit about the same time. And later down in the writings, the Choctaws preserve a dim tradition that after crossing the Mississippi, they met a race of men who they called Nahanlo, tall in stature and of fair complexion, whom had immigrated from the sunrise. They had once been a mighty people, but were then few in number and soon disappearing after incoming of the Choctaws. This race of men were, according to the tradition, tillers of the soil and peaceable. There had likewise been a race of cannibals who feasted on the bodies of their enemies. They too were giants and utilized the mammoths as their burden bearers. They devoured everything and broke down the forest. Now, a burden bearer is something that carries things for you. Like we use donkeys and horses, well, the giants used mammoths. See, now it's starting to make sense why the mammoths were mentioned shortly after speaking about the giants, because they were in common association with one another. And in another writing, the author Cushman talks about Choctaw legends, and I'm just going to read this little snippet here. The ancient Choctaw tradition attributes the origin of the prairies along the western banks of whatever river to some huge animals, mammoths, that existed there at the advent of their ancestors from the west to Mississippi. Their tradition also states of the Nahalo, supernatural, a race of giant people also inhabited the same country, with whom their forefathers often came in hostile contact. So I'm assuming that's what he's referring to, but I could be wrong. So let's keep reading from the Abraham Lincoln quote. The eyes of that species of extinct giants, whose bones fill the mounds of America, have gazed on Niagara Falls, as our eyes do now, contemporary with the whole race of men, and older than the first man. Niagara is strong and fresh today as 10,000 years ago. Why 10,000 years? Because a lot of people that follow the biblical perspective believe the earth was 10,000 years old. The mammoth and mastodon, now so long dead. So now he's referring to the mammoth and mastodon, whereas before he was referring to biblical giants and men. Now he's going to mastodon. Now it says, the mammoths and mastodons, now so long dead, that fragments of their monstrous bones only testify. See, now we're talking about the mammoths' fragments of their bones that only testify, whereas before we're talking about the giants whose bones fill the mounds. Do you see the difference? Like, one was discussing biblical giants, bones fill the mounds of America, and now we're discussing, you know, mammoths whose fragments of bones, monstrous bones, only testify that they ever lived, have gazed on Niagara. And it would make sense, since he's going from giants, that he's talking about mammoths, since they were commonly associated together. and they both seem to go extinct at the same time. In that long, long time, never still for a single moment, never dried, never frozen, never slept, never rested. Abe Lincoln is just assuming here, Abe, that Niagara was never frozen. You don't know, Abe. You weren't there. You know, it's possible. It's possible that maybe Abe was referring to mammoths and then talking about men and then going back to mastodons. It's possible. Or he could have been talking about biblical giants, you know, because he is talking about Moses, Jesus, Adam, and then he talks about giants, and then he references the fragments of the monstrous bones, which is those of the mammoths and the mastodons. So, you know, really it's a debate. And I see this and I think, wow.
So I found that since now you guys know what it kind of is talking about, it was very interesting because like he goes through it and saying the beginning how everyone like after the first post they were talking about like how so many people were going onto it that the Google algorithm literally hid the information and that you're literally not going to be able to find it unless you're really searching through it to find it now.
I find
Which
it weird that
crazy.
I find it weird that they always try to block off certain parts of history and they're not learning parts of history anymore because they're just trying to like block off a lot of information because more people are trying to find out more. And back then, not a lot of people cared about it. But now since people are trying to figure out, we got movements now and people really, that government to me at least, they're trying to hide a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Not if the government's always hidden things. It doesn't matter like what information it was. It's like they don't fully tell the whole truth. Or
yeah.
hide the
truth. I did like the part where it's always usually like sometimes I like the mystery behind it because it's just like that's the thought of it, you know, like do you believe it or not? Like I don't know, I do in a way. Like why would they hide it if it wasn't real, why would they hide it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, at that, I don't if it wasn't okay, damn, because yeah. At that too, like why hide it at the same time? You feel me?
Because
I guess it was cross over there.
Huh?
Because realistically it wouldn't make sense. Like in a way it's like if people did learn this information, right? If everyone gathered together like us and read this, or not even read it, but just listened to it and learned about it, would people go out and look for stuff that the government don't want us to look for? Because like I said, Antarctica is something else that we're not allowed to go to. So it's just like this kind of proves
we're not allowed to go to Antarctica.
Yeah, you have to get
there's a part in it. Yeah, there's a part in it that we can't go to. That like there's literally like supposedly there's flags of all the nations together agreeing they wouldn't touch that territory, that they wouldn't go over there. So clearly there's something over there that we're not allowed to see.
Yeah, I was about to say that makes me want to see it more.
You want to go?
Yeah, there's that topic right there. We can talk about that. Like since we're on that topic of stuff that's not supposed to be on that. But I don't know what you guys really want to do, to be honest. I don't know what you guys want to specifically talk about because we did get through all the topics. Now, if there's any other topics you guys want to get through. Because we got 30 minutes.
So, has everybody played that new Hogwarts?
Yes.
No, I haven't played that.
Bro, I was playing it like before this call. Actually, no. I was playing it for the call because I was watching the movie and Isaiah's going like, "Hey, black man, you ready for Discord chat?"
What class are you in?
I'm Slytherin.
Slytherin?
I like how everyone's talking about this. I'm the only one who has no idea.
What do you mean? It's the new PlayStation 5 exclusive Hogwarts Legacy Harry Potter game.
Yeah, I haven't got it yet.
Bruh. You slacking.
No, I didn't.
So that's a whole discussion right there because all the hate everyone's getting for playing the game.
Yeah.
No.
I had to delete.
No button.
I had to delete like 2 comments on my video because they call me a homophobe on my thing because I was playing it. Like you really saying to get because I made a video like there was someone saying like, "Oh, if you play this game," and then I was glorifying the game, then someone said you're a homophobe, and I had to delete it and stuff. So then, realistically, I like the game. I don't feel like there's nothing bad. I just like the game in general. It's just a fun ass game. I've been waiting for it ever since it got announced. So why can I not play that game if I'm going to be called names and stuff?
People are going to be hypocrites either way. Just some people
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like freaking Hogwarts. Even though technically in Hogwarts, the real story, he is kind of gay, but other than that.
Ooh. I was like, and the thing is, if you
Harry's
want, like,
not gay.
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, if you read the books, he becomes gay in the books.
True. There's like other things he's more heavily involved in that you should actually boycott and like do something about instead of in a game that she has like no involvement whatsoever, other than just the fact they have to be mentioned in her name because she owns the Harry Potter rights. That is the only thing she's involved in. Like all the hard work people that made this game for the past like I don't know, it's like a 2-3 year game. Going like they made a pretty decent fucking game that's really good.
And at the end of the day, it's not like that's later on in the story that he becomes like that. But either way, the story was good. The movies were good. The game seems really good. So there's just going to be haters who are really homophobic and don't like it.
Not even homophobic. There's people that like.
Is it that?
They like.
There's like trans people hatred. There's homophobic hatred. There's like the racism hatred because for slavery for the goblins. Like there's so many different like sides to this. That's why it's getting like so weird about it. And, like actually there was a I think it was like a gamer that was started crying because she started playing the game on her screen, and everyone started bullying for no reason.
She said they had to leave the stream, and then the boyfriend was just like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to like go offline or something." And it's just like it's really messed up just for playing the game too over a game. And I really never thought it would get people like I never thought this world would get really sensitive, and it's crazy to think this world got really sensitive.
Well, think about it. It's become like over the years, everyone's become more like, "Oh, we shouldn't talk about this. We shouldn't do that." Like, especially now, they're trying to introduce little kids, like in school, about.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that.
How are you gonna introduce that to kids? Kids don't even know what their junk is yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't agree when kids like under the age like 12 or something they go to like a major like sex change operation. I don't agree with that. Like if you want to go to later in life, but like doing it that early in your life, like that's a life change like surgery.
Definitely. They should wait until they're at least like in their 20s at least, and like get comfortable, like finding out like maybe you don't want to do this. Maybe you do want to be your actual.
Also, y'all hear about the stuff so, like people getting like their dick cut off or something like from surgery from a really young age and end up regretting it later in life.
Yeah.
Like you should honestly just have a wait period. Right? Like we're not.
To be honest, I feel like once like that, like I like for everyone who don't know, Cloud and Palomo are our parents. So with Mad, we're waiting for him to be a dad. But like for me as a parent, I respect what other parents wishes because me as a parent, I would want someone to respect what I would want for my son or what even if once my son gets older and he understands what he wants, then I cannot, go in between that. That's what my son wants. So if he wants to undergo that, then that's his decision. I will always stand by my son or a daughter.
As you should.
But in a way, it's just if I can show my son in a way that I want to instead of school, then I would want that. If that's wrong for me saying that, then obviously you guys can say that in the comments. But in my eyes, I feel like I believe I should be able to. I should show my son or daughter those responsibilities in going that life and not the school.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut y'all off, but y'all both talking at the same time, and
it's Anthony.
I'm sorry, my bad.
Bro.
My bad.
All right, can you hear me, boys?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, I respectfully, like, in a way, like, y'all got to think about it. Like, I would want my son or daughter, because I have both of them, all three of them. I would want them to be like knowing what I teach them instead of, bro, Anthony,
Loud.
What happened?
mute yourself, bro.
I was talking to me.
Okay. What are you saying?
Like, I would want to show them like how I would want them to love, you know, how to love, or what is a girl and what is a boy, and show them what's the differences, you know. And if whatever they choose, that's what they choose, you know. I would talk to God and ask them for forgiveness, you know, because, you know, obviously in Christianity that's wrong. I would want my son to know that, but
Right.
I'm not gonna force that onto him, obviously. But in a way,
let me say something, because I agree with you. Like, I believe that is at least the right view of what you're having, and let's just clarify before. Like, I don't disown anyone who wants to go that route. Like, all to you if you want. If you feel like you're a boy and you're a girl, you just want to be a boy, fair to you. But like,
yeah,
I
don't be
still,
afraid to be that.
yeah, I still think there should be an age gap, because like I just feel like this is too much for a still developed mind being brought up in this type of world, because like anywhere you see, only some people like just pointing it out, or like having plastic surgeries, or just modeling their body so heavily, like just trying to seem like it's a natural thing to do. Like, I don't believe that's this heavy debate conversation that you have with yourself and like your civic loved ones, going if you want to need something like that. And honestly, you don't want someone to be like over the place like a human Ken doll. Like, that's just a big
Yeah,
no in my
facts.
book.
Yeah, facts, definitely.
Like, I'm not a parent. I don't got no kids, so But if I had a daughter or something like now, and she like wants to be a boy, like I would treat her as a tomboy. Like, fuck it. And if she wants to go do the surgery later in life, she's gonna at least be 18 before I even like start to agree with it. Before the sex change, like I don't mind if you want to go that route, but you're waiting quite a bit to make sure you're padded in on his idea. That's a life like permanent choice.
Okay. See, bro, I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you don't even have
I
and
practically agree. Yeah.
that's a good mindset to have, even without being a dad. See, like, in a way, I'm not saying to not like, I don't like, you know, gay people. Of course I support, but in a way, it's like, I feel like often people, once they hear one thing from me, they're like, that's a turn off. In a way, I try to understand like a lot of what's different, because like I said, the world is always changing, bro. There's always love in the air. But in a way, I want to understand all those different things, but I want to also show the love I know. But I feel like nowadays, if you show that love that is ordinary, you're weird nowadays. And
Or you just get canceled.
Yeah, or you get canceled, which is weird. So it's just, I don't know what to say in the right light that I can also show support, but also show that I'm sticking with how I feel as well. So it's just, I don't know how to like work on that. So I don't know. Just nowadays, I feel like you have to go in that way that they want you to. If not, you're done. You're gone.
Mr. P wants to say something.
When no one say Paloma.
No, I actually agree with what Matt said. Actually, like just like that, honestly.
So it is really a huge undertone.
Yeah, like again, like respectfully, I think that like to me, you're not gonna get no major surgery until you 18. So it's on you. I don't want to say it's on you, but it's your full choice. You feel me?
Yeah. And like like I said, like I'm going to treat like whatever my kid is, like who they want to be, but you're not getting no major surgery until you're that age. Like that's just a pure simple fact. My foot on the ground right there. Like if I have a son, and let's say I have two boys, and one wants to be gay and I wants to be like a transfer, like I will treat them equally. It's like I won't change my spectrum, like how I view my kids anymore. Like because at the end of the day, they're still mine. and I will love them unconditionally, no matter what choice or life they go with.
See, good mental state right there, bro.
Yeah, I'm just going to make sure they're not going to at least try to regret that choice later down the line. Because, like,
Yeah, but I feel like that.
I'm not going to have my kids just like in misery because of an early choice. Then I'm also going to feel bad because I'm like, oh, why did I let them do it so early? Why did I let them, like, being fully there, like properly, like ready there yet? Like, it's just, and it's a tough slope because like it's a great area where you're trying to go with this, to where like he said before, like, well, I said before, like, you can get canceled because like someone could twist my words and be like, oh yeah, he's a transphobe and he doesn't respect his future kids' rights. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. Like, I have like 2 friends that are gay and transphobe. And I was like, excuse, like, I have friends like that, but like literally one, I think you know him, Ronald. He recently turned into a Rhonda like a few years back, and he still is today. I'm like, I gave him the full props, like, bro, if that's you. Like, I'm proud of you and stuff. Like, I even asked him before when I started talking to him, like, I don't know your new name because I don't want to call you Ronald because it's disrespectful. Like, I was generally supportive of like what he was going through because it's not an easy thing to go through.
Yeah, that is very true. I feel very proud when people do that. Then when they want to show and when they stop hiding, you know, like I really appreciate that because that shows you that they have balls to do it, you know, because not a lot of people, like, you know, they're scared because they get judged a lot.
Well, I want to say something real quick. At the end of the day, my religion doesn't accept it, but at the end of the day, my religion doesn't say that you should be that way towards those people. You should be supportive, and you should never criticize them, even if you don't like it or if it's not part of it. You should never judge them into the point that they, like, a lot of people who are like Christians and stuff like that, they do it wrong. They judge them and they criticize them and they make them feel worse. At the end of the day, you're never supposed to judge. You're never supposed to treat them that way. Yes, it says that we're not supposed to like it, but never says that we're supposed to treat them like crap. At the end of the day, if my kid turns out like that, I'm going to support them, but I'm going to tell them that they have to wait until a certain age and make sure they're committed with it because I don't want them to do it. And then, like, there's a lot of people who go through it and then they don't commit with it.
Yeah. I also feel like you know, social media is one time like it's going to be probably even more blasted into your face. It's going to, like, if they post about it, like, oh, like, make sure support this and that, you're hyping this kid up to the point where the kid isn't ready for the surgery, and you're just making a huge mistake on this kid's life that you have no legit ties in.
Yeah,
and that worries me. If, like, when I eventually have kids, like, I don't want like social media to influence heavily on like really bad choices. Like, I don't want another fucking Logan Paul. Like, I don't want my son to be.
Yeah, I'm really scared. Speaking on that, I'm really scared for the future. Not scared in a way like I'm terrified, but more like worried about where we're going in life. Because look how the internet is now. Like, realistically, we have what we talked about earlier, the what's going around in the world, and then we have the internet society. And it's just, I feel like, since, at least to me, to at least 2018, that's when it really started. Like, the internet stuff really started. Everyone just started jumping on the internet, and then once 2019 started,
it started way earlier. It just started popping more around then, like a lot more famous and everything, because people been getting famous before that. Like, people were getting,
but I'm talking about like
now
really now
it started becoming a lot easier for people to do it, like easier.
Are you talking like before, like, the Hype Houses genres all like came together, stuff like that?
What do you mean?
You never heard the Hype House? Or like,
yeah, like not like exactly when when Logan Paul was
Team
out
10.
making a Team 10 and freaking
That's like,
Logan
I
Paul
think that
with
was like
his
the peak of it all, though. That was like the peak of like media and
the
everything.
peak. That's what I'm saying, the peak. Once that peak started, that's when, not really the peak. TikTok's the peak now. Once 2020
No, at the end of the day, I think it's always rising and everything's changing. Because at first it was YouTube. Now YouTube has all these restrictions and it's become lower. And now they're doing Rumble because of Andrew Tate, and then all these other social medias like TikTok, Twitter, and all that. At times, everything was popular. Like, Facebook was even popular at a peak. Like, media has just been changing what's been at the peak of heading, like, what media's been. Right now, TikTok is being the moment. And then everyone is trying to, like, make their own version. Like, YouTube is doing their shorts. Freaking Instagram always has its little videos and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like it's always changing because MySpace was a big thing when the internet first
MySpace,
came.
yeah.
Now that thing is
When
freaking gone.
Facebook came out, that blew up the internet.
Yeah, and then Facebook is still around. Like at the end of the day, people are like, "Oh, Facebook is dying. Facebook is going away." But at the end of the day, no, Facebook is not gone. People still use it. You know, people are still gonna freaking use it even until the future. Like, I think it's still like now they're doing metaverse. Like
Oh no,
Facebook
it's
is
even like
leading with that.
it's with the current events like with Twitter. Like Twitter is just burnt into the ground, and yet it's still around.
Yeah, Twitter's still around, sadly. I don't use Facebook. Actually, I don't like using Facebook. Speaking of
Bro,
that,
I
I
haven't
really don't
used
like use
Facebook
Facebook.
since I think it was like my first ever breakup in school, and that was
Oh.
years ago. I haven't used
I,
Facebook
Yeah.
since then.
I haven't got into Twitter at all. Like Twitter is just too
I use
complicated
Twitter.
sometimes.
Sadly, I use Twitter. I always love Twitter. I love
But
Twitter.
Twitter's a main base though. Twitter is a
Twitter
base
is
like,
so
that spreads
pretty.
news.
Honestly, if we're like really serious about this whole like content creator stuff and we're going that route, we will probably eventually need to get Twitter. All of us.
I have Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, I have a Twitter. I just don't know how to freaking use it. Like I never understand. I go on there and I feel like a
I have a
like a
Twitter, but
50-year-old man.
I never actually use mine.
I feel like a 40-year-old man that
You gotta
doesn't know
reinstall it,
technology.
bro.
I'll be
Like,
right
I'd be
there. I
on
don't
it.
even have one. I'll be right there up with you. I'm like, yo, I don't know what to do with this. Like, what am I doing?
Well, that's what we got freaking Bambi for, because he's the one that's gonna be like, you guys need to do this. You guys are
Yeah.
gonna do that.
I know where to put you guys in the social media with. We are getting close to the end of the podcast now. Hopefully, I hope you guys are still around. If you
Bro,
guys
Claude, your mic
are
is kind of picking up everything.
Somebody has yellow.
Anthony, mute.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, let's restart. Hopefully you guys are still around. If you guys are, thank you. But we are getting towards the end of the podcast now. There is some final things we are going to talk about, and that's what's coming next to the podcast. And to be honest, we have good ideas. Like Matt and Palom has said, there's a lot to come, but we also do want to know what you guys want in the channel, I believe, to be honest, because we are there's so many things we have to do, but we're only a few people. So it would help if you guys would go out and look for stuff you guys want to talk about, and then we could talk about it, because there's a lot that we don't know that you guys may know. So, put that down in the comments. And like I said, thank you for really coming into the podcast and hearing us out. And for those who didn't stay, I'm sorry for how long it was, but other than that, boys, I mean, sorry. I hope you guys really liked the podcast. To be honest, we probably talked our ears off. Like I said, if you guys are still here, thank
talked
you.
your ears off.
Listen, look, like I said, there is so much more to come, and if you guys like these idiots, you guys can follow them on different socials. I'll link them down, obviously, but
You mean the
thank you
three
guys.
Chads? I don't think we're the three idiots.
What do you guys want to be called?
Oh,
We
By
are
our nicknames.
we're TRS. Listen, we're TRS. That's the whole point, okay? But thank you for
We
coming
should
to our
probably explain what
podcast.
TRS is, because they're not gonna know what that is.
TRS. Listen, I was gonna say, everyone knows we're TRS. We are the
Say it
Rage Squad. We're the Rage Squad. All right. Obviously, we got the name because of me. Listen,
Some
me.
people are gonna say
You're
some
not
people
the
rage
mainstream.
more than others.
Yes, we got the name because of me. But
No lie, I feel like we call this the Rage Squad because we make you rage the most. Like you rage, but we kind of make you rage.
yes, you guys love to make me have aneurysms. That's very fun.
You didn't
Look.
say the word aneurysm.
Look, I don't care. Look, no, that's not the point. That's not the
No, he almost had an aneurysm saying the word aneurysm.
Shut up. Shut up. All right, look, the whole point. Bye. Look, that was the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Wait, we gotta see our part. You can't just
y'all
cut us
go.
off.
Bye. Go. Say your parts.
Damn. Anyway, this is your boy Mad. Thanks for coming and viewing our little podcast. Subscribe and like for more. Give us any comments and ideas. Like our so-called leader says. You just Yugi at me.
Well, damn. Okay. Well, I guess it's my turn after he's spitting on everybody. This is Cloud. I hope to see you guys again next time. Be chill, y'all, and don't be like Bammy over there. Always raging, always attitude. Be chill, y'all.
This is Palomo. Like they said, like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe. Well, yeah, subscribe, I think, actually. And for sure, tune into next time. This is our podcast, Dumbass Shit, with a camel in the back just spitting all over.
I think we just call him a llama. Llamas do that a lot.
Yo, I hate llamas. I hate llamas, bro. That's the next story. Look, next story is gonna be about llamas. That's the first shit we're talking about. Fuck llamas.
Angel on the track. Girl, I got a feeling about you. Just tell me what I gotta do to get under that bed with you. Girl, I got a feeling about you. Just tell me what I gotta do to get under that bed with you.